5:42. What even is this? This is Tom has plans tonight and needs to be places, but still wants to stream because he's a moron who can't stop.
Mama, Papa. Did you know?
So we're gonna hang out and just say things about magic decks that we're building and look at cards and open packs.
What's going on, people? How are we
What's
doing?
the happy haps?
What's crack-a-lackin'?
I am crack-a-lackin'.
I'm lacking a lot of crack.
No.
Cardboard crack, that is. I've actually, fun fact, I went to work with all of this. I think I had like $3,000 worth of cards in my bag the entire day.
Good move.
Yeah, man.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I can't wait for my office to get broken into and not any of the expensive film equipment being stolen, but my magic cards being stolen.
Your nerd shit.
Yeah, my nerd shit. My fully sick nerd shit.
Yeah, I had one of my coworkers say,
Shinies.
one of my coworkers say today, he was like, oh, I could never get into magic. And I'm like, yeah, it's because you're cool. And he's like, yeah, I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead. And I was like, never mind.
Wow, that's even worse. Alright, look, Rankle, Master of Prankle.
I love one.
I will not accept, it's not even on the screen. It's fine. There we go. Rankle, Master of Prankle. No.
Crankular,
I was gonna be like,
Yeah.
suck shit. Your fucking nerd shit ain't in here, Tom.
It's true. But now I have like a bunch of Arcane Siggies and Soul Rings, so.
Arcane
Siggies.
Siggy.
Yeah.
Siggy bop bye.
We're Australian, we do not call them any less. You know what?
What is this?
Chris,
Which
if
one?
if you watch this.
Where do these come from?
I want
the
an
ones I ordered.
altar of an arcane signet, but it's someone with a cigarette in their fingers.
You specifically need to take the art from that one train station.
yeah. Oh, see you, Batman.
12th Doctor. Who is the 12th Doctor? I can never remember.
Peter Capaldi?
Peter Capaldi.
Which one's the Time Doctor?
Probably the Fugitive Doctor.
Who's the Tap Doctor? They're the guys that drive around. With the taps on the trucks.
I don't know any Doctor Who.
You're a disappointment to
need
me
to.
and your family.
It's fine.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
Fuck you. I may have had a thought the other day of like, I had the thought go through my head, and I was like, I can't find anything to watch. What if I message Tom and I'm like, what Doctor Who episode do I start watching?
I would give you a different answer depending on why you were wanting to watch Doctor Who.
Okay.
If you want just a good episode of television,
Jesus Christ, Kat, you are going to knock shit
Everything over.
if you just want a good episode of television, Blink is fantastic. Blink is just good sci-fi. Carey Mulligan is a great actress. It's just good times. And the Doctor's in it mostly just as a recording.
Sure.
So, like, he's barely in it.
Yeah.
If you want actual, like, good starting Doctor Who, for you specifically, I might say, Are You My Mummy?
Yeah, that episode. What is it called? We just watched it.
Yep, I literally cannot remember what the name of the episode is.
I'll find it.
But it's like horror based.
Right.
But it's based in World War II.
What Doctor is it? Matt Smith?
So that's Ninth Doctor. That's Christopher Eccleston.
Which one's he? Oh, and there goes Gary.
He was the bad guy in Thor: The Dark World.
Oh,
It's
really?
been so long
Yeah.
since I've seen that movie. That's such a weird. Is he the?
Did I get one? I don't think
No,
I did.
he's not Capaldi.
No, Capaldi's 12.
I will
Yeah.
show you a picture.
Is he the War Doctor?
No.
No, because that's
Is he the angry guy?
he is the angry guy.
Yeah.
Christopher Eccleston.
No, not him.
No clue.
No.
He's the one. His the only spouse recorded on Wikipedia is just someone named Mishka. I don't know who that is, but he's the first Doctor of the reboot.
Right.
So
Okay.
you're probably familiar with David Tennant, who was the Doctor after him, because David Tennant had 3 seasons.
Oh, maybe he is the angry guy.
Maybe, because this is
Maybe.
an old photo.
That's-
This is a photo of him now, not a photo of him when he was the Doctor.
Show me a photo of him when he was the Doctor. Yes, that is the angry guy.
Yeah.
All right. See, look, I'm putting I can keep up with
You're
Doctor.
putting two and two together.
Right?
But yeah, it's really, really great, like horror episode mixed with a bit of sci-fi. And there's 2 episodes where it forces you to watch to see how the story ends.
I gotcha. Hey, Ice Rider, Spam
Hello!
Bro, and
That other guy.
How you doing?
The Empty Child.
Empty Child and the Doctor Dancers.
Now,
Yeah.
now I have a question for you, Tom. Right? Is there any Torchwood cards in the Doctor Who Commander decks?
No.
See, I do know the fact that that is a spin-off
Yeah.
of Doctor Who. Because it's really weird that that was a series on Channel 10.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I knew about Torchwood before I knew about Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Because my mother
Gross.
used to watch it.
Yeah.
I got 2 of these now, though.
Oh, nice.
What is it?
Wound Reflections. At the beginning of each... hold on, let's put a card cam.
Will it
Is that
work?
going to show up?
It'll try.
It is a variant. What if we chuck it on the other card?
What if we... I mean, yeah, we can just do
Or
this.
is it out of the plastic?
At the beginning of each end step, each
Hell
opponent loses
no.
life
Hell no.
equal to the life they've lost this turn.
That's gross.
It's very fun.
Yeah, so Torchwood was a Channel 10 series, and in the advertising, there was no, it's a Doctor Who spin-off.
Yeah.
Doctor Who wasn't huge when that came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Torchwood...
I don't get that.
What do you mean?
I don't understand when it's from.
Careful, that is...
Oh, that's Harvey.
It's an expensive card.
No.
Do you want to take a guess at who those characters are?
Him or me, because I can give you the answer.
Yeah.
Missy.
Yeah.
Did I actually get that right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one
Uh,
that's
and
missing.
Is that the other Doctor? He's a Doctor. He is...
He's not a doctor.
Oh, damn. No, I got nothing.
He's the master. They're both the master.
Right. Okay. Sick.
Anyway, back to Torchwood. Torchwood was 30-year-old men writing TV for 18-year-old horny children who also wanted danger. And then somehow they made good things out of it sometimes. Like, there is so much of Torchwood that is just bad and cheesy and stupid, and you're like, why does this have to be sexual?
Yeah.
And then Children of Earth might be some of
5
the...
seconds. It took 5 seconds for him to get to Children of Earth.
I was like, Beck's counting for some reason.
Yeah.
Children of Earth might be some of the best television ever made.
Okay. Is that another spin-off?
No,
Or is
it's
that an episode?
Torchwood Season 3.
Okay. Right.
It's just specifically called Torchwood Children of Earth.
Yeah.
Bender's big score.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because I watched a little bit of Torchwood
Yeah.
when it started. But I also had no context for Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And the thing that really turned me off was like, oh, there's a bigger universe at play. I know nothing about this. And I was also like,
Bigger universe. You mean they go outside of Cardiff?
yeah. Like, I don't know. It was just sort of like, it was like,
It's huge.
there was context missing.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. You have a big Undercity card.
All right. Well, Beck's cracked open into things a little bit
I'm
early.
bored!
Well, honestly, skip. Most of Torchwood. There's bits and pieces that are good, and bits and
I
pieces
feel
that are
like
shit.
Torchwood is like if I was 100% into Doctor Who and they did something.
Watch Children of Earth. There's
Yeah.
a moment in Children of Earth where they go, I wonder sometimes when we're dealing with things why the Doctor isn't here. And then days like today, I realize he must look at us and look back in shame.
Ha.
Like their answer for why isn't the Doctor here to help us is we're doing such evil, horrible things that he's not here to help humanity.
Yeah, interesting. Not that much into Doctor Who, but hearing the Assassin's Creed set of magic might make me buy a box.
Or if they do a full box for that one, they're not doing full boxes for every Universes Beyond. Speaking of Universes Beyond, but not really, Rebecca, would you like to swap places and crack open yourself some Baldur's Gate? Because you kind of realized something a little bit early, and you asked me a question of to why I couldn't. You asked me why I should buy this box, and I had to quickly answer, I think you might like these cards. The Baldur's Gate Commander set was originally supposed to come out at the same time as the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
This was
'cause
supposed-
I was wondering about that because on the box they have. I already threw it over there, but there's this card here or this thing here. So I haven't encountered this character in game yet, and for anyone that does not understand, I have played nothing but Baldur's Gate 3 for the last three weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. Nothing but Baldur's Gate 3. Spamber can attest to it, Reese can attest to it, Tom can attest to it. I'm planning on when you guys all leave tonight, going and playing Baldur's Gate 3. Potentially until I have to come and pick you up from the city.
Oi, bold move.
Casual 4 a.m.
Casual 4 a.m. Anyway, so one thing I did notice.
Sorry, just before you continue, I'm very curious. When was the last time you stayed up late playing a game till like the wee hours of the morning?
She's definitely done a few midnight, almost 1 a.m. sessions with Baldur's Gate.
No,
Not quite.
I've gone as far as 2 a.m. You just weren't awake. But like before Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah. Because you could be like last week with Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, no, I could be like, oh yeah, like a week ago.
Anyway.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're all good.
Swap places, open yourself up some
I
boosters.
didn't finish telling my
Yeah,
story.
finish your story.
Because you're explaining to me why. I thought it was just Githyanki. So looking at this, I was like, oh yeah, Githyanki, because it's a new race for D&D. It wasn't until I sat down and I was like, yeah, it's got Githyanki on it. And Reese is like,
Githyanki's not new. But,
oh really?
Yeah, no.
I heard they were relatively new. Anyway,
Go on.
so this character, I haven't run into him yet.
That's
Minsk.
Minsk.
But I've seen that you can interact with him in Baldur's Gate 3, and I thought, okay, so there's some overlap here. I understand now. It's all the same universe. How pleasant.
The Forgotten Realms. So Minsk and Boo are actually major characters from the other Baldur Gates games as well. As well as
Jaheira.
Jaheira is also a character. Yeah, I think they're in a module. But my role-playing history is not as good.
No.
You know what? Fuck all you.
Anyway, swap round. I'm going to put some cards away.
Yeah.
I had heard that they were new to D&D. I'm sorry.
Beck looked at the booster packs and she goes, "Oh, Githyanki, like Lae'zel," and I'm like, "Yeah, like Lae'zel."
Oh, I'm seeing now that she's wearing Githyanki armor. All right, cool. I'm gonna.
Yep. So you want to crack it into here, show off the cards that you get.
Okay.
Fucking hit the top down button.
Why is it all the way over here?
Because that's where the camera can see.
Fuck you, be here during setup.
I'm sorry that I was making the bacons for this family. Which way does it go again? I always forget. This is the last card. This is the most valuable one? Or this is the least valuable?
I'm going to put it on the camera and find out.
All right,
fine.
fine.
Let me see your trades.
Okay, this is least valuable. So we have the Stirring Bard. Oh, the card cam's not going to work, so it's just going to be me doing this.
That is the card cam.
And every so often, if you feel like you get something good, hit the clip button.
Okay, so that's a Dragonborn with hair. Weird. Carefree Swine Master. Swine.
You swine!
Creature Gnome Ranger. Cool. Kenku Artificer. Bird. It's a bird.
Oh yeah, go on.
Go on. Vicious Battle Rager.
Tom's just over here showing me his nudes.
Yeah.
Can you read it from there, or do you got to pull it up to your face to read?
Sometimes I have to pull it up to my face, and sometimes I want to look at the art.
This was thrown together last minute just to figure shit out, so...
Yeah, Tom was messaging me while I was at work today, being like, "What bundles do you guys have at work?" The words out of my mouth are hurting you. Oh no, I am so very sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this down.
Because Beck's Canadian.
Yeah. It's because Spambra's racist.
What? Wow. That is all right. Continue. Go on.
Yo, just bring the stream deck over to me.
I hit clip.
Thanks.
I don't know what's clip worthy.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Honestly, I
apparently
keep spamming.
quite good.
Keep spamming.
I'll give you one of these. This is one of my favorite cards from Doctor Who that I'm putting in a certain deck.
Yeah. Okay. So Astral Confrontation. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each opponent you're attacking. Exile target creature. Voyaging all the way through the astral sea with my life hanging by a silver thread, fighting the Mind Flayer was the easy part. Interesting. Okay. Yep. Lightning Bolt.
Ooh, interesting.
Charcoal Diamond. That's black mana. The diamond in a dead guy's chest.
Go on. Yep.
And I also have to keep looking at it to make sure it's not like... You guys like light? Wait. Light. You meet in a tavern. Hey, I know that. You do it in all D&D games because you all meet in a tavern.
I saw a meme the other day where it's like, first DM's game, you fight rats. Second DM's game, or like 10th DM's game, is like, you're on a battlefield. 100th DM's game is like, rich deep lore. And then thousandth DM game, it's really funny. The thousandth DM's game, you're fighting rats. Shut up.
It's like we all knew where it was going.
Fuck.
It's really funny to hear you say 1,000.
Thousand.
Thousandth.
Thousandth and what?
Thousandth and what? 1,002. 1,003.
All right.
Becky, just pull your shit.
I'm trying. The Lapis Orb of Dragonkind. This one actually looks really cool. Add blue, but when you spend this mana to cast a dragon creature spell, scry 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm like, you could potentially make a deck based entirely on that. But it depends. You need to find out the dragons first, I'm guessing. Thieves' tools, I know what they are. They're thieves' tools.
I keep breaking them.
Poison of the Blade. I do that. Yep. Instant. Nice. Gains death touch until end of turn. Cool. Pilgrim's Eye. Fuck, that looks creepy. It's an artifact creature, Thopter. Bronze Walrus. Cool. Passageway Seer. That's a tiefling. A tiefling warlock. Lifelink. That means when it punches something, you gain its what it hits for.
When it deals combat damage, you gain life equal to the damage dealt.
Yeah. Ah. Oh, this game, this version has initiative in it.
Initiative's a fun little extra mechanic.
Yeah. Because at the beginning of your end step, if you have the initiative, put a +1/+1 counter on Passageway Seer.
Just a few little compliments.
The Juvenile Mist
Yeah,
Dragon.
I did buy
Creature Dragon.
The fucking dinosaur.
There it is. There it is.
Who is it?
It's Minthara, the Merciless Soul. An elf. She wasn't a cleric. She's a paladin. Anyway.
Paladins don't exist in Magic. That's one of the few things they had to kind of shift over a little bit.
Why?
So, because in the original Dungeons and Dragons set, they had what's known as a party mechanic. So that was cleric, rogue.
Someone subscribed. Thank you
Derek
very
Johnson just subscribed. Thank you, Derek.
Cleric, rogue, wizard, fighter.
No, it might be warrior.
Warrior. Yeah. So some creature types, in order to fit in for balancing purposes, rather than be like paladin,
You're just a cleric with a sword.
Yeah. They also created enchantments that were classes, so you can get paladin class, fighter class, rogue class, and then level those up. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, well, this is Minthara, which appears in the first act of Baldur's Gate 3, so that makes sense. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you controlled left the battlefield this turn, you get an experience counter. And then creatures you control get +1/+0 for each experience counter you have. What's ward again?
If someone targets it with a spell or ability, they have to pay 2, otherwise it is countered.
Or the extra cost. So if it's
ward
2,
ward X. Sorry.
Yeah. For instance, Sauron
It's always bullshit.
has ward sacrifice a legendary permanent. So in order to target Sauron with a spell or ability, you have to sacrifice a legendary permanent to be able to target him.
Like Abdel Adrian, which is the next card in this deck. I don't know who that is, so we're just going to move on.
Spoilers. Since you guys are well known with MTG, are these legal in all formats or just Commander?
I believe the Baldur's Gate stuff is legal in all formats. Doctor Who stuff that I've been putting away is legal in all formats. Yeah, choose a background's a really fun little extra mechanic.
Yeah, so this is specifically Battle for Baldur's Gate, which is this Dungeons and Dragons set that Beck's opening up. This is a Commander specific set. So
And there's a commander draft set.
yes, so you would draft these packs for commander games. And the idea is that you could get a specific commander and then be able to attach a background to them as part of their
Color identity.
color identity. I'm sure that's a lot of words to people that
Don't play Magic, but
yeah.
So there were 2 mythic rares, because that's what red means.
yes.
Yeah, 2 mythic rares. The Battle Angels of Tyr, which are Angel Knights. Flying Myriad.
Myriad.
It should explain it. No,
Oh,
it doesn't.
No,
All right.
Whenever-
so Myriad is when you attack. You will then make a copy attacking each other opponent.
Oh.
So you'll make a copy token that's attacking each other opponent, and then
Yeah.
I think they're exiled
End
in
of combat.
end of combat. Yeah.
Well, there you go. So
Yeah.
that's got Myriad. And then whenever Battle Angels of Tyr deals combat damage to a player, draw a card if that player has more cards in hand than each other player. Then you create a treasure token if that player controls more lands than each other player. Then you gain 3 life if that player has more life than each other player.
Fuck yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Banana bread at work, dude? Hell yeah.
And then this one, which...
So before you put that away, one thing you want to be careful with,
Yep.
put it back down and open it. One thing you want to be careful with is if they're not in super properly, they can actually get folded. So you just want to make sure they're all...
Squish them all in.
Yeah.
What'd you pull back?
the Storm King's Thunder, which is 3 red with X additional mana. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell X times. You may choose nuke targets for the copies.
It's not very thematic for the book about giants.
No.
So Storm King's Thunder is actually what I was originally going to run for the guys on Sunday, before I picked Dungeons of Dragonheim.
Yeah.
So, and Storm King's Thunder is specifically a giant-centered adventure
Well,
module.
oh, you want me to get one of these? You don't want me to open the draft
No,
booster?
someone's mine.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I bought one for me too.
Well, Tom made me buy this set for me.
Can I have a pack?
Yeah, go on, mate. You can have one of these.
The lens!
There you go.
No,
We'll open it on camera, yeah.
Are we all gonna stand up and swap seats?
Oh, look at that curve. These
I know. They've been sitting at work. For
Yeah, we'll swap
I don't-
seats and open stuff on camera.
Art cards. That's it. It's like
so
green.
these are set boosters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the ones with Lazelle on them are draft.
Draft
Yeah.
boosters, yeah.
Draft
And then these
boosters.
are set boosters,
Set
which
boosters.
neither are going to exist in a year's time. Woo! But they're going to be replaced by more expensive boosters.
Oh, collector's boosters.
No, I think
No.
they're costing the same as set boosters, aren't they?
No.
A forest.
So the draft boosters were the cheapest.
Woo.
Yeah.
Getting rid of draft boosters and set boosters to
Wait,
make
is this the most
Play
expensive one?
boosters?
in the
play boosters, and the play boosters are actually going to be more expensive.
Oh, I thought they were just going up.
Then the
I thought
set
they were just
boosters.
putting everything up to set booster price.
No.
Yeah,
So I got this.
So, oh, yep. So that's
Thanos Dragonheart, legendary creature, Dragon Ranger. Viconia, Drow Apostate. Elf Cleric. Goggles of Night. It's an artifact. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, scry 1.
I just bought one of those.
nice.
Contact other plane. Roll a d20. Nice.
Your pants are vibrating again.
Psychic Impetus. Enchant creature.
Great card.
I too
love-
suffer from psychic impetus.
I love it. There's a whole set of cards in
Don't laugh, it's a serious condition.
in Baldur's Gate that are if it wants to work, there we go. You enchant it and it goads someone else's creature, like really great for commander and really great for pauper, because it's like, oh, you've got a threat, fucking throw it at everyone else.
Interesting.
And they'll always give you a bonus. Like the red one is whenever enchanted creature attacks, you get a treasure token. So good.
Nice.
I can't handle how slow I have to do this.
Any more small dick cards? You got in there?
Rescuer Chingwa?
What did you call me?
You want to?
Chwinga?
Let me have a look at that one.
Inspired Tinkering.
Yeah, I think it is.
Chwinga?
Yeah. These are small. They're little small.
It's like a golem.
Ice spirits. Even though I'm pretty sure it says golem.
No, it says elemental spirit.
Yeah, spirit. Yeah, they're small ice spirits from Icewind Dale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, they're just like
Just little dudes.
little dudes.
Just hanging out.
Little dudes.
You may return
There's-
another permanent you control to its owner's hands.
So in Frost of the Rime Maiden, which is I want to run that as well. So in one of the introduction adventure things that you can do, like quests, is you go to a town where the Chingwas are actually stealing things from the villagers' buildings, and you come across them having like a mock dinner. So they've got plates and silverware, and they're just tapping the silverware on the plates like a family would. I read it and I was like, oh, it's so adorable. And then the other one that you can run is like, this guy got brutally murdered. And I'm like, that is such a
Night and day.
Do a little column A, a little column B.
yeah. You can run one of these two to get your party introduced to the, and I'm like, okay. That is definitely what are we feeling, boys?
Got us a background. Guild artisan. I'll look into this stuff more. Glunch, the bestower. It's a jellyfish.
Oh, is he the group hug jellyfish?
No, it's Flump or Fnamp or whatever his name is. Yeah.
Flying at the beginning of your end step. Choose a player. They put 2 1/1 counters on a creature they control. Choose a second player to draw a card. Then choose a third player to create 2 treasure tokens.
Yeah, that is a group hug.
Yeah.
It's not a good group hug commander, but it is like a.
Yeah, this goes in a political deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because one person misses out.
Yeah. Acolyte of. There's no context for you, but I see Gary lying on the floor, and then all of a sudden I just see him just sliding like completely on his side because this motherfucker's grasps the carpet and he's just dragging himself without getting up.
You good, mate?
Idiot. All right. Acolyte of Bahamut. Like Baja Boys? Baja Blast?
You want some Baja Blast?
Baja Blast?
So Bahamut. Alright, well, I'll let you read the card and then I'll explain.
Yeah, commander creatures you own have the first dragon spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. You were on a wayward path until Bahamut showed you that power and kindness can unite beneath the same banner.
So
I considered that for my dragon deck, and then I was like, my commander costs 7. That's not really helpful.
So are you familiar with Tiamat?
Wait.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
It's free real estate.
yeah.
It's free real estate.
Real estate. I want to be on camera. I want to be a movie star.
I'm gonna be a movie star.
So Tiamat, the mother of dragons,
I know
is a combination of all of the 5 chromatic dragons, whereas Bahamut is the good version of Tiamat. So that is, I believe Bahamut is a combination of all 5 metallic dragons, or like the 5 different metallic dragons. So yeah, he is like the good counterpart to Tiamat.
Nice.
So chromatic are like your base colors?
Yeah, so because in D&D, the what is it? The good evil
Alignment chart.
alignment chart, right? On the alignment chart, all the good dragons are metallic, and all the bad dragons are chromatic. Yeah, so your white, red, green, blue, black dragons, they're evil.
Yeah.
And then your
Bronze, silver,
bronze, silver, copper, gold,
other one.
something else, they're good. Yeah.
What color are you, Tom?
In my playthrough,
Yes.
I'm white.
Are you playing?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, no, I know you're
Yeah,
playing.
he
Baldur's
knows
Gate. I'm
that.
getting
We talk
updates.
about you all the time.
I'm getting updates from Beck. I heard you got stomped at the Goblin Camp.
I was like, yeah, it just says go here and kill the goblins, so I did, and that was a bad idea.
That was a bad Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean he got stomped? Oh, he's level 2. I'm like, why are you going to the goblin? Oh,
I said 2/3. I said 2/3.
I was like, I didn't do that till I was level 5.
I'm a white.
I did that at level 5 when I obliterated everything.
White Dragonborn War Cleric.
Okay, cool. Like custom Dragonborn or
Yeah. Literally just walking through, just like, I'm a cleric, I'm gonna beat you in the face.
Yep, nice.
Will's his boy.
Nice. I respect. Yeah. Will would be in my party if I didn't already have 3 solid characters in my party.
Yeah, Will's my boy, but I'm trying to bang Shadowheart, so.
Good luck.
Yeah, also Will doesn't have any healing spells.
Yeah, but both Shadowheart and I do.
Yes.
So
yeah.
it's fine.
Why? Because you're trying to bang her.
Yeah.
All right.
It's also because like I'm fucking frontlining and she's at the back throwing shit and healing.
Yeah. She does the healing in my party as well. She friends over me.
Did you respec her to be a life cleric?
Yes.
Yeah. I think everybody does that now. Yeah. They're like, you're the healing goblin.
Well, yeah, she can only attack once. So I'm like, well, everyone else can attack multiple times. So like Ixalan Karlak.
Yeah.
Right?
I've discovered that because I'm a ranger.
That's my 3 girls. My 3 baby girls.
I love doing this with my fingers.
So Ixalan and Karlak have multiple attacks because I've kept them fighter and barbarian.
Yeah.
And then Shadowheart respect as a life cleric.
Yeah.
And then I am a nuclear bomb of a wizard. I literally have offensive spells, like only offensive spells.
Well, because you get the feat that Dale has that you just don't hit your teammates and you just start blasting.
Oh, I need that feat. Because I don't even run mage armor because I'm like, that's a spell slot I could use for another spell that deals damage.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
It's a dark card.
It is very dark, but it's actually metallic.
Oh, it's shiny.
It's shiny. So it can be light. But it is Shameless Charlatan, legendary enchantment background. Commander creatures you own have pay 2 and a blue. Pay 2 and a blue. This creature becomes a copy of another target creature.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like that. Okay.
You saying metallic reminds me of Beetleboard Metallics. Ice Rider. Oh my god.
Beetleboard?
How good is fucking Beetleboard? Beetleboards.
Equipped creature has Death Touch and Lifelink.
What's that?
Basilisk Collar?
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Okay, Basilisk Collar is actually a really good card in Magic.
It's that's one cost!
It's a reprint that is almost staple, have in deck.
Mirror of Life Trapping. Quentin barely had a second to admire his exquisite handsomeness before reality collapsed around him. Enters the battlefield. If it was cast, exile it, then return all other permanent cards exiled with Mirror of Life Trapping to the battlefield under their owner's control.
So it's a good stacks card. So in Magic, stacks refers to like mainly mono white deck, where you put things on the field to make it difficult for everyone else. That's how I explain stacks. What that does is someone will cast a creature spell that will then go under the card, and the last card that was under there will enter the battlefield.
Yeah.
So it takes it way longer. So someone's like, oh, I want to get my big 10/10
butt dragon.
Yeah, fuck your butt dragon. And then
it's not what you said, but go on.
Yeah. Apparently main camera is blurry.
You're blurry.
Oh man.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, go check it. It's gonna be a bitch, but you can do it.
I'm gonna unplug it, don't I?
No.
Gary, he's not gonna feed you.
You can't zoom in. That's why it's a bitch.
Ah.
You just gotta you can turn the screen on. You just gotta hit a button and like then just try and
top down looks 10 out of 10. Oh, hello. Yeah, at what point does this come into focus?
That's good.
Thanks, Lachlan. Look at that sweet ass top down.
Okay, cool.
I may have broken things while setting this up, but it's fine. I'll fix it tomorrow.
Lozon, Dragon's Legacy. Yeah,
I
right.
can't read.
It's because it's shiny and I'm trying to look at the art.
Tom, I'm gonna tell you now. none of us can fucking read.
Flying, when you cast an adventure spell or dragon spell, Lozon, Dragon's Legacy deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target that isn't a commander. Whee, shiny. And then Ib Halfheart, Goblin Tactician. A Goblin Advisor, and it's gold. Whenever another goblin you control becomes blocked, sacrifice it. If you do, it deals 4 damage to each creature blocking it. Sacrifice 2 mountains, put 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens into play. Everybody but me.
Can
Charge!
I have a look at the goblin card for a
His
second?
name is Ib.
Yeah.
You'll do well to respect him.
Alright, I'll start with deck.
So this
But Reese
isn't...
cracked a pack.
This isn't a D&D card, by the way.
It's a reprint.
It is on the list. So you can tell because it's got a different...
Yeah, I was wondering about that for
Yeah.
a hot second. Alright, go.
Alright, Reese, get over there. Show off your packs. Show off your skills.
Just
Well,
leave
I'm
your
gonna-
shirt on.
The other thing that
Show
we're
off
going
my
to do tonight
big deck.
is all 3 of us here have been working on big decks. So we got some cool things to show off and talk about.
Ooh.
Mostly, I got like
Why is
3
it so
decks I'm
warm
working on
over
at the
here?
moment.
I took a shit in the chair, alright? Jeez.
There's chaos on stream.
But
I got nervous.
I don't think people saw this before. This is how the lands came out
Yes.
of the pack.
Bruh.
I'm gonna crack the other pack, the other lands. No,
Oh, no, I already.
You already did it?
Yeah, there you go.
You're a wang.
This is lands.
Yeah, a whole way. Alright,
these-
let me...
These life counters are like, maybe this is intentional. They look like shit.
Wow.
Well, I'm
I
sorry.
got 2 Ikoria ones that look really good. That
Did you steal
doesn't-
my Ikoria ones?
I may have stolen your Ikoria.
I wondered where they were. Because I bought those for us to use so we could have big ones to track life, and then they disappeared one day.
Yeah, mysteriously disappeared into my fucking
The
house.
lands are curved, just like the earth is.
Damn it. Damn it.
What pack did they come out of? The Baldur's Gate booster box, not booster box, bundle. Booster
Bundle.
bundle.
Okay, this is really cool. I didn't realize. So this is the art card that I just opened. On the back, it actually has creature stats.
Yeah, so you can use that in your games.
That is. Do you have any more bundles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Those
were.
are mine.
Yeah. Okay. There were 3 other bundles like these at work. I'm just wondering where my cards went. Because I
Yeah.
pulled out an art card.
Because that's fucking sick. I also. This may totally
didn't look at the back.
be in. Like, that's actually really cool. Because, like, as
Baldur's Gate was such a cool set, and it was such a fun set to play. It just kind of flopped. But can you imagine if this came out at the same time as all the hype the game is getting?
I totally missed this set because I was just like...
We played it on stream.
I saw it come out and I was like, I don't need a crossover between D&D and Magic. It's the same fucking thing.
Alright.
This was before I got into Magic, by the way.
So, I have a foil forest that
Ooh.
isn't fucked.
Yeah.
So...
Not yet.
You're welcome. I have a mossed diamond. Mossed diamond, pretty good.
Yeah. Look,
Mana
good
rock.
pauper.
Yep.
2 mana rock, but enters tapped. Sweet.
Stone Speak Crystal for a 2 mana rock. 2 sacrifice Stone Speak Crystal. Exile any number of target players' graveyards. Draw a card. Woof.
Sick.
Woof. Get rid of that one. Oh, command tower.
Hey!
Very,
Straight
very
to the folder.
valuable. Yep. I'll give that straight to back. Give it straight to back.
I need a
I mean,
command
it
tower.
depends who paid for this pack.
Me. I did.
Yeah.
Me. I did.
Atrocious Experiment. Target player mills 2 cards, draws 2 cards, and loses 2 life. That would actually be pretty good for
That's
my
banger.
zombie deck.
Yeah.
Dream Fracture. Counter target spell. Its controller draws a card. Draw a card. Now
How do you feel about that one?
too expensive, to be honest. Especially when you have like what's the blue counter spell that I'm always raving on about?
Is it just
Force of
counter
nature,
spell?
force of will.
No, yeah, Force of Will. When Force of Will exists, no, Arcane Denial. Yeah,
Yeah.
Counter target spell. They get to draw 2 cards. You get to draw a card. Like, I reckon if this was 1 and a blue, like, I'd be all about it. But like,
1 and blue would be fucking OP.
what? So 1 and 2 blue, that's cancel, right? Like,
Yeah.
that is. I'd rather run cancel than giving you a card. Mystery Key. I got a lot of blue here. When equipped creature deals combat damage to player, sacrifice Mystery Key. If you do, draw 3 cards. See, that's also that's really cheap for like draw 3 cards.
Right? Like the set was so fucking busted.
Yeah. This will actually segue into a card I learnt about today. Cone of Cold, roll a d20, 1 to 9, tap all creatures your opponents control. 10 to 19, tap all creatures your opponents control. Those creatures don't untap during their control's untap step. And 20, tap all creatures your opponents control. Those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap steps. Until your next turn, creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. So that's one of the other mechanics that came in with the D&D sets with the roll d20s because
Theme.
D&D. Now, there is a card that I learnt about today, which I'm very excited to play with in the Fallout decks.
I thought you were going to mention the Jurassic Park one.
No. I haven't seen the Jurassic Park.
What was it called? Don't move? What's the quote from Jurassic Park?
Don't move.
Yeah.
Don't even breathe.
Stay out of the long grass. No, it's
Wait, that's Zelda. No, that's Pokemon.
it's also Jurassic Park.
Really?
Jurassic Park 2, yeah. Stay out of the long grass.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
Pokemon is stealing shit from Jurassic Park.
So there is a Fallout card which is Mardu colored, so black, white, red, which is
That's what you sound like.
his name's Mr. House. I'm not familiar with Fallout,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's
Is the robot
What,
that
you're not
runs
Kai?
that runs New Vegas,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So Mr. House, and the thing is, when you roll a dice, if you roll a 4 or higher,
Yeah.
you get a 3/3 artifact.
Yep.
And then if you roll a 6 or higher, you get a 3/3 artifact and create a treasure token.
Yep.
The thing is, it doesn't specifically say
D6.
roll D6. It just says anytime you roll higher. So it's like you just get all the D20 cards.
Yeah.
And like the D20 cards aren't exactly great. But
But they're not bad.
to trigger him
Yeah.
is pretty good.
This is the card I was thinking of. Don't move. Destroy all tapped creatures. Whenever a creature becomes tapped, destroy it.
Gross. That's a lot of mana though. Like that's 9 mana.
Oh yeah. No, it's to both, but for spoiler alert for what Beck's going to possibly talk about later.
My cat?
Fucking a whole ass deck
Yeah.
about tapping other people's creatures.
Actually, I'm just gonna give that back to Beck.
I think it's already in the deck.
Okay. Counterspell is 3, isn't it? No, counterspell is 2 blue.
Yeah.
Just 2 blue mana.
He's having a great time.
Doesn't seem to mind.
Juvenile Mist Dragon, full 3 with flying. Confounding Clouds. When Juvenile Mist Dragon enters the battlefield, for each opponent, tap up to 1 target creature that player controls. Each of those creatures doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Pass that during.
More cards to consider.
Yeah. That was in the other one, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so then we have a Sword Coast Sailor.
I might need that.
Commander creatures you own have whenever this creature attacks a player. If no opponents have more life than that player, this creature can't be blocked that turn. I'll pass that to Tom.
Not for me.
All right.
Ow.
Me and Becca are definitely going to know who this person is. Tom might. I don't know how far Tom is.
Oh, okay. Come on.
Volo.
Oh yeah, I know Vola.
Oh, that wank.
Itinerant Scholar. There we go. He's a why you gotta clip me screwing up words? When Volo enters the battlefield, create Volo's Journal, a legendary colorless artifact token with hexproof, and whenever you cast a creature spell, note one of the creature's types that hasn't been noted for this artifact. 2 and tap, draw a card for each non-creature type noted for the target permanent you control named Volo's Journal.
It's a lot of words.
It's a lot of words. It's basically like cast creatures,
Draw spell. Draw cards.
So
Sick.
we then have a Dragon Cultist, which is a background. Commander creatures you own have at the beginning of your end step. If a source you control dealt 5 or more damage this turn, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying.
Also considered as my dragon deck.
That's fair. That's a very good one. Candlekeep Sage. So commander creatures you own have when this creature enters or leaves the battlefield, draw a card.
Very cool.
Jaheira's Respite.
We know that.
Search your library for up to X basic land cards, where X is the number of creatures attacking you. Put those cards onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle.
That doesn't seem good.
No, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to you. So
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's that went from like
0 to 100 real quick.
that was like I'm getting attacked by a bunch of creatures.
I'm gonna die. Might as
Better
well get
just
some land.
get all my lands out and then fog.
Scary.
That's actually
Absolutely
really good.
no.
5 mana, not bad.
Foil Thieves Tools.
Wait.
And then a Skellington 4/1 with Menache.
Good lord.
Good old Menache.
Menache.
Damn.
My cat scratched me on the leg.
Alright, Reese. Let's get your boot. I'm gonna crack some packs.
I was gonna be like, am I opening another one?
I mean, yeah, eventually.
Oh,
Should I move into Tom's spot?
Yeah, we'll just
and then
rate it. We'll just.
musical chairs, musical chairs, musical chairs, musical chairs.
So what decks are you guys working on at the moment?
Nothing.
What are you going to show off later?
My Hilda. Icy Crown. Icy
Oh.
Crown, baby.
Ooh, I think this is. Might need to reach into the Nerds of the West Fund to get new chairs. Because someone's gonna fucking fall.
All the bits of this are still together, so you're all good.
Ah, sick.
This one, however.
Alright. Do you want your cards back?
Oh, yeah.
Ka-chow.
Well, there's Tom's pile of crap.
No, that's Reese's pile of crap.
Well, hold on. That's technically those are your cards.
Yeah.
So
You bought them, they're yours.
yeah. I'm not part of this.
Alright, contact other planes. Roll dice, get cards. Decent little card. Chain Devil. Animate chains. When Chain Devil enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a non-token creature. That's not bad. I like that.
It's pretty good.
Especially in like full token decks, where it's like, oh, you guess you're sacrificing your commander. You see they're printing a token tripler?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gross.
I did see that. And I was like, maybe Chris can help with my ruling. But it's like, if you would create a token, create 3 times that token.
Yeah.
I don't know. That doesn't stack with if you would create a token, create 2 tokens. It's
When they're replacement effects, you choose how they stack.
Right.
So if you were making 1 token and it's doubled to 2, you would like either way the maths works out the same.
Yeah, okay. But I also
don't choose one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, because I wasn't too sure if it was that or because it's a replacement
You only
effect,
get 1. No, you
it's
choose
the one that enters the most recently.
No, you choose how they go.
Yeah.
Scouting Hawk.
I also know with some replacement effects, it's not the controller that chooses; it's the person being affected chooses.
Yeah. When Scouting Hawk enters the battlefield, if your opponent controls more lands than you, search your library for a basic plains
Well, I mean,
card.
Tom already did that, so.
Reckless Barbarin, sack it to add 2 mana. It's not bad. Ettercap. Did I need one of those? I might need one of those.
He just saw the adventure and he was like, whoop.
I'm building an adventure deck. Ettercap. Destroy target creature with flying, and it's a 2/5 with reach. I don't think I included it. That's pretty average at best.
Rip.
Marching Duo Drone. When it attacks, each player creates a treasure token. Group Hug, Group Hug, Group Hug. Martial Impetus, great card. Remember I was saying there's 1 for each color? Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and is goaded. And whenever enchanted creature attacks, each other creature that's attacking one of your opponents gets +1/+1 until end of turn.
Oh, that's Cold Hunt.
Yes.
Druid Ritual, mill 3 cards, then return 1 creature and up to 1 land from your graveyard to your hand. Good old mill. Oh, anyone need an Evolving Wilds?
Evolving Wilds.
Evolving Wild's a good commander card.
Hey,
They weren't in the starter decks to begin with.
Interesting. Yes, true, because I had to buy one.
Well, no, I just gave you one of mine because I have so many.
That too.
It's a 1/1 with Myriad.
Okay. It's Worms Crossing Guard. Or Worms Crossing Patrol.
Yep.
It's a Worms Crossing guard. Just a dude in a high-vis vest. Just.
Refugee? No.
I'm the lollipop man of the worms.
You know what?
Ingenious Artillerist, I might actually need one of these. Whenever 1 or more artifacts enter the battlefield under your control, it deals that much damage to each opponent. Because I have made a bullshit Pauper commander deck that is just hit everyone at once whenever I cast a spell. Clockwork Fox, when
I don't like playing games with Tom either.
draws 2 cards and each opponent draws a card. A Faceless one. This was the...
That's from Skull Library Pleasant.
It is. This was the background that you could use to choose any color to go with your deck. So you had the combination over to you, and I think basically they said, hey, look, anyone can have access to this. You don't need to draft the card.
Got a fairy for Spambra.
Yeah, this is a good fairy. I may have one of these already. Up to 3 target creatures you control gain fly until end of turn for 1 and a blue. And then when it enters the battlefield for 3 and a blue, Moonshade Pixie, you draw cards equal to the number of opponents who were dealt combat damage this turn. Burnished Heart, great. That's an adorable Burnished Heart, though.
Burnished Heart's very
That's
good.
a little baby. Why is it clockwork? Oh well.
Because it's an artifact creature.
Oh.
We got another Bonecaller Cleric, sack it, return some stuff. Another Dragon's Cultist. We've got a Bar Lord of Murder.
Yay!
As long as your life total is less than or equal to half your life total, he has Indestructible. And whenever another non-token creature you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on target creature and goad it.
Nice.
Legion Loyalty, creatures you control have Myriad.
Wait.
Oh, that's
As a spicy card.
a spicy
mythic rare.
meatball.
And the foil is you look upon Tarask, choose one, run and hide, prevent all combat damage that will be dealt to you and creatures you control this turn. Or target creature gets +5/+5, gains Indestructible until end of turn, and all creatures your opponents control block that creature this turn. Do so. Give me my set booster.
Wait, what?
Well, both you and I got a draft booster, and then we get a set booster.
Doesn't ask for much, does he?
Well, it sounds like we all did one, and then we passed the turn along.
You did 2.
Did I?
You did do 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Plue. How you doing?
Hello. Oh, there's a big message, and hang on, I'll get up and read it.
Before it runs away. Oh, there it goes.
Sorry,
Okay.
Plue. Our new chat doesn't tell us those things anymore. This is Severus. I know that this is Severus because
Do you want
Yeah.
to try and find it?
you might have to open the Twitch dashboard on the top left, even further top left, all the way up there. Yeah.
Hold on, Plue. We're gonna.
Hold, please. Okay. Hi, Beck, Reese, and Tom. Do you have a main commander for CEDH?
The bullshit ninja.
Bullshit ninja.
I just bought one.
My main one is Zami, Lady of Scrolls. I also like trying out non-serious ones like the 10th Doctor and Rose Tyler, Galta, Yuriko, and a few others. Alternatively, I like playing precons without the hassle to make any changes. Go Team Glasses Trio.
Woo! CEDH is a world unto itself. I do not play it, but I have just bought a Yuriko.
So, for those unfamiliar, CEDH is competitive commander.
Yeah, it is salty, strong, do the best to win as quick as possible
It is
commander.
for the spikes.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of CEDH.
I appreciate it for what it is. I don't want to play it.
Oh, like, I have no problem with people that want to play it. There's people that like that kind of magic. I don't.
Yeah.
The closest will probably be AC. The guy straight? Yes!
Yeah.
Guys,
AC of the...
a tyrant of the Gaia Strait.
Yeah.
Which is my blue-green Turbo Lance.
Yeah.
So I'm doing work to speed that up and just basically be like, oh, it's turn 3 and I have 20 mana.
Yeah. CEDH is real interesting, like in terms of how it plays. Competitive.
Competitive EDH. So EDH... So, alright, sorry. So
Do you not know what EDH is?
No, you've added me to you've told me to go on EDH Rec, and then I see EDH as a Magic subreddit. I don't know what it is.
So before Commander was called Commander, it was called Elder Dragon Highlander because the only creatures that you could have as your commander were the Elder Dragons.
Right.
Right. So, eventually, more legendary creatures were printed, such as in Legends. Titania a while ago. The format changed from EDH to Commander. A lot of older players, like myself, will change between the two. So EDH, Commander. Commander is now known as like the casual format, and CEDH is competitive EDH.
Yeah. It's my boy.
There's a snake man.
It's a snake cleric warlock.
It is a Yuan-Ti.
Sacrifice another creature or an artifact. For each opponent, you mill a card, then return a card from your graveyard to your hand unless that player pays 3 life. This is one of my alternate sacrifice outlets in this deck.
Cool.
Because it's either I get into my graveyard or you or into my hand or you lose life after I've stolen your creature and sacrificed it. We got Fancy Island.
It's not that fancy.
It's a little fancy.
You're a little fancy.
Commander Liara Portier. Whenever you attack, spells you cast from exile this turn cost X less to cast, where X is the number of players being attacked. Exile the top X card of your library. Until end of turn, you may cast spells from among those exiled cards. Really cool card. Wrong colors for my cast from exile deck, but really cool card.
Nice.
Marble Diamond. It's the white one of the cheap diamonds. Charcoal Diamond
It's the black one.
We also got a Sky Diamond and another Marble Diamond.
Jesus.
Diamonds! Diamond.
What a horrible draft pack.
This is a set booster.
Yeah,
but
I know.
So good for Pauper. Sailor's Bane. I can't remember if I have one of these already, but I know I was looking for it. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each card you own in exile and in your graveyard. That's an instant card or a sorcery card or a card that has an adventure. So it is a 7 or a 9 drop that is going to cost a hell of a lot less once I get going. It has Ward 4. It's not necessarily that good, but when I'm building a deck that is entirely cast stuff from exile all day, every day, it's going to be fun.
I love how much Tom hated that card.
I do hate that card. I have built this deck out of spite because fuck this dumb bitch, why does she exist? But it's going to be a fun deck.
Well, you heard it here first.
And just fuck that dumb bitch and nothing else.
Tom is now cancelled. Tom's...
Oh, the giant community's really coming for me.
Giant mummy milkers.
Bane's Contingency, counter target spell. If that spell targets a commander you control, instead counter that, scry 2 and draw a card. It's not bad.
Okay.
See?
Candlekeep Inspiration. I remember this one was fun when I drafted this. Until end of turn, creatures you control have base power and toughness XX, where X is the number of cards you own in exile and in your graveyard that are instant sorcery and or adventure cards.
Nice.
Just buff all your stuff.
Nice. Big buff the boys.
Uji, the Exquisite Blade. Does he show up in the game?
Uji?
Uji.
OG. OJI.
When he enters the battlefield, you gain life and scry 2.
If can I have a look at the picture? Maybe
Yes.
he has.
Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, exile up to 1 target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield.
If they do,
You haven't seen them
I
yet.
have not seen them.
Are you in Act 3 yet?
No.
Yeah, okay.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Scion of Halaster, commander creatures you own have the first time you'll draw a card each turn. Instead, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of them into the graveyard and the other back on top of your library, then draw a card.
Nice.
So you basically get to scry every time you get to draw for the start of your turn.
Nice.
Renari, Merchant of Marvels. You may cast dragon spells and artifact spells as if they had flash. It's gross. The Undermountain Adventurer. It's a giant warrior. When he enters the battlefield, you take the initiative and add 2. If you've completed the dungeon, add 6 instead. Remember when the giants are the wrong fucking colors? We'll come back to that later.
Tom's angry.
I want that Naya giant, baby. The Council of 4, this did push our shit in when we played on stream. This is the commander Chris ran, and it destroyed us.
You said this
Puss.
did puss, and I was like,
What the fuck?
that is
the
a
fuck
way
did
to
you
destroy a
Cannot say
card.
this on the internet!
Whenever a player draws their second card during their turn,
no.
you draw a card, and whenever a player casts the second spell, you create a 2/2 white knight creature token.
Right.
I think he had something to get hit with.
That card gets mad puss. Hell yeah.
Reese would know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Die Mimic. It's a mimic. It's treasure. You
How
sack
dare
it to
you
add
say
1
that
mana,
about that wardrobe.
and it becomes a shapeshifter with base power 5/5. I mean, it's got teeth, Beck.
Yeah. And do you really want to make that mad?
I'll dive in there head first, baby.
I'd still finish. So Beck, what? Now that we've all opened back.
Yeah, you're gonna talk about this deck you've been building?
What are
Okay.
you making? What's going on?
So, now we have to swap again.
Thrown together at the last minute.
Not really.
Oh, am
You've
I
been talking
moving?
about it for like
Yeah,
all
you
week.
go- you're
Yeah,
on the
it's a revolving door.
You gotta.
What the fuck? Oh, I messed it up, boys. I messed it up.
Thrown together at the last minute.
Okay. So,
Jesus Christ.
this is the deck that
Can I move now? Is that...
No.
excuse me.
Stay standing.
I'm talking here.
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think I am? You are!
So, this is the first commander deck I have ever built.
Nice.
I've only ever had precons or shit that other people have given me. I own 2 decks. Both are precons, and now I have this third deck, which is one that I've made. I was incredibly lucky. Tom made me watch... Well, Tom turned on a video about the story of the Wilds of Eldraine, and I was like, ooh, that's real interesting.
Just leave.
And then I had a look at all the commanders for Wilds of Eldraine, and I was like, I don't really want to play any of them. But I saw that there was an Ice Queen from the video, and I was like, man, wouldn't it be cool if I could draw her? So I bought the bundle from my work, because we're trying to get into all kinds of nerd culture there, and we'll undercut everybody by $10. So
Hell yeah.
hell yeah.
Banana bread at work, dude? Hell yeah.
Anyway, and I was very fortunate to draw this card in that bundle. So how long did I take? I took like 20 minutes, half an hour, literally
Yeah,
just cracking open set boosters, and like the second last booster in the box, I crack it open and I'm like, hell yeah. And I got Hilda, the Icy Crown.
Hilda, the Icy Crown? Hell yeah.
Yeah, you can put her on there if you want and turn on the card cam.
Skunks, dude?
I couldn't tell what was the card cam.
Hell
There's a
no.
button that says card cam.
Cersei.
It should say if it does.
I turned it off because it was
Yep.
in our face. So
Skunks, dude? Hell no.
anyway, I'm just sailing right past that. I'll just turn that off real quick so that you can see us.
Cards are more important than us.
Whenever you tap an untapped creature an opponent controls, you may pay 1. When you do, choose 1. Create a 4/4 white and blue elemental creature token. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, or scry 2 and then draw a card. Anyway, so I decided to build a deck entirely based around tapping an untapped creature and opponent controls. And that's what I did.
You're about to have a Gary in your face.
Yeah.
What do you want, huh? Come on,
I think he wants to be fed.
it's too
Like
early
he
for that.
pays goddamn rent.
You know what? Grow opposable thumbs and then we'll talk.
So kind of in the story of one, ice is a big one that I wanted to follow. So it needed to kind of have a snow base to it. It probably needed to have
Swap cameras.
swap cameras.
Top down?
Top down. Yes, that'll do. So yeah, wanted to follow ice as a theme. Blue, white, obviously. And then tapping a creature an opponent controlled that was previously untapped.
Nice.
And that actually led me down a couple of different paths. First things first, I went through a couple of Tom's decks, and so I wound up with some random cards. But they had ice in them. And this one actually taps creatures untapped opponent.
Nice.
So it does do what I need it to do, which I discovered while looking through so many cards for this deck. A lot of ice-based spells and creatures, that is their ability.
That's a really pretty card.
I really like it. So that's one of the lands that came in the bundle for Wilds of Eldraine. I really like it. So I put it in. Yeah, hair in my mouth.
Not supposed to put hair in your mouth.
I know I'm not supposed to.
Bit weird.
That light just turned off.
That's not good.
Keep going.
Anyway, but basically one thing I realized is that I would probably want snow elementals or snow-based things. Like snow-based things, which actually led me to... Oh yeah.
Where is my super suit?
Where is my super suit? I'm the greatest good you're ever gonna get.
That was his wife. That wasn't Frozone.
Yeah, she's Mrs. Frozone. Where's... Oh, we don't... Oh, can we turn on the card cam for this?
Yeah, it depends on the set. Some of them will show up, some of them won't.
Yeah,
Well-
like a lot of my cards won't.
well, anyway, the point is that me, Reese, Spambra, and Crowbar had a fun day out in the city a couple months back. And we went...
About a month back.
About a month ago. And we all went to game stores, and I discovered a set called Kaldheim. And Kaldheim was a Viking-themed set that was actually entirely snow-based. And I was like, I gotta get me that bundle. Also, it's one of the cheaper bundles you can get, because I guess it was also one of those ones where it wasn't that popular. So, I don't know.
There's no chase cards in it, or very few chase cards in it.
Anyway.
It's because Magic's getting reprinted out the asshole.
It's also getting tied to so many IPs, it's not even funny. Like, don't get me wrong, I am probably going to buy every single deck you can get for the Assassin's Creed one. Like, absolutely. But they are going to be decorative for the most part. Like, I don't know if I'll ever really play them. I probably will, because I have no concept of mint condition.
Yeah. Magic's meant to be played.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's meant to be played, which is fine. I'm just seeing if there are any other cool cards in here.
I know you grabbed,
It's blue-white. There aren't many cool cards in blue-white.
I discovered one really hard thing to find is, like, snowlands. So I managed to find a few in the Kaldheim set, which was good, but I only grabbed, like, 2 or 3, I think. And then, yeah, just a bunch of frost creatures. But,
yeah, it's got a nice little snow sub-theme going on.
Yeah, so it's a very snowy deck. Like, that's Frostbridge Guard. There's a fairy in here. Might take it out.
There's a few, like, at beginning of combat tap
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm just trying to see if there were any good Kaldheim cards that I picked up and put in here.
That's a cool little deck.
Yeah. It's not done yet, so I have a bunch of cards that we ordered from Card Kingdom that I'm now going to need to
Find spots for.
find spots for.
Yeah.
Because when I did a final count on this, I had a whole Excel document that I was using to keep track of it. But final count I had on this was 99 cards, and I learned that it's 100 cards in Commander, and I think it was 99 including my Commander.
Yeah, so that's 100.
Yeah. No, it was 99 with my Commander
Oh, I
included in
see.
the 99.
Yeah.
But actually, I think it was the rhyme for reindeer that made me really want to make it a snow set, because it is based with Hilda, and it's a little snowy creature, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool if the deck was thematic.
Flavorful, I believe.
Flavorful.
Which I think you will have a really decent deck that can stick to flavor really well.
I think it will, and it's basically like
that's
it's
got fire in it. You got to get rid of that.
well, yeah. So this was one of the ones that I picked up going through all of Tom's cards. So obviously that one, it's just a protection for multicolored creature spell, so I might take that out.
So that is enchanted creature has protection from multicolored. Yeah, so I don't know. So that is, it will have protection from gold cards. So specifically multicolored, not individual colors.
Yeah. So it probably won't have much use to me in my deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, this has only ever actually been played once, and it did not do very well when I did play it.
That's why you
That's why we tweak.
That's why you test decks.
Tweak. I did pick up this one. It's a high cost. It's like 5 cost with 2 whites, but it's just destroy all creatures.
Mm-hmm.
But you can foretell it.
Nice.
So basically, you can be like, I'm just gonna
save that for later.
Just save that for later. Oh, a little board wipe. Just a cheeky little board wipe.
I did want to make a foretold deck, but I don't know what I would do. Cheers, Tom.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
I bet he's taking a poo.
I have no idea, man. But yeah, I think there are a few things in here that I'm just like that's, because that came in the Eldraine set. Yeah. So I really like that. There are a couple of things that I was like, I must put it in. I think that's original Eldraine.
Yeah, that's original Eldraine Thrones.
Yeah, like everything that's kind of like ice or frost based is all like tap target creature. Creature doesn't untap. So it's quite
gross.
good.
It's fucking gross.
Yes.
Singing Bell Strike, classic. So that's from Khans of Tarkia.
Yeah.
That is a classic fuck your creatures card.
Yeah, we've got a little Ojutai's Breath as well. Tap target creature, doesn't untap during its owner's next untap step. I think that's New Capenna.
Which one?
This one.
That is
Press for answers.
Innistrad.
Innistrad.
That is...
Which explains the Igor looking motherfucker on there.
Yeah. Yeah, because that is Investigate? Yeah.
Yeah. Investigate, put a colorless clue artifact token onto the battlefield. So that one might end up coming out just because it is a tap target creature. A bunch of the cards that we got from Card Kingdom were like creatures that had tap target creature or spells that had tap target creature.
Yeah.
So a lot of the like non-flavorful ones that I've got in here will probably end up coming out just because they were put in there to fill out the deck. Shadows over Innistrad. Thank you, Platinum Angel.
Platinum Angel is also a Magic card.
I thought you were going to say a Magic nerd, and I'm like, we're all Magic nerds.
Yeah, look,
The other thing that it was actually kind of hard to find was like dual color blue-white lands. Like they are not easy to find.
There are some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, and then yeah, just finding like snow-covered lands. I think I've only got 4 in the deck, and it's just because trying to pull them from the set booster wasn't very easy, and then buying them on Card Kingdom, they are actually quite expensive and hard to get. So I'll probably have to do another troll through, like I'll probably go to Ed's card shop and literally just troll through his boxes and just see what I can find. I guess it just depends on if he separates them. Oh, I got a little Lord of the Rings card in there. Hiflane Nuts.
Sorry, did you say Ed's card shop?
What did I mean to say?
Al's card
Al's
shop.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I just picked up on that. I was like, Ed?
Yeah, look.
As in our friend Ed?
No. This was one I got from Kaldheim. I really like it.
Replicating
Ring.
Jesus.
You add 1 mana of any color, but at the beginning of your upkeep, put a night counter on Replicating Ring. Then, if it has 8 or more night counters on it, remove all of them and create 8 colorless snow artifact tokens named Replicating Ring with add 1 mana of any color. But I did get clarification from Crowbar on this one, /Jimmy, who is frequents on the channel. It's all snow mana because it's a snow artifact.
Yes, so the way snow mana works, because there's no permanence like snow permanence. The way snow mana works is if a snow permanent creates a mana, that is a snow mana. In addition to the color that it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So green snow mana.
Yes.
Red snow mana.
Yes.
It's gonna be a fun little deck.
Got a good little Shiver Drift fail. So yeah, it'll definitely be good once we've got... Oh yeah, I've got to Depart the Realm, which is from Kaldheim as well. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. I think I liked that because anything I have in here that has ETB conditions means that...
Beck, what does ETB mean?
Enter the battlefield.
Oh, you're learning.
I'm learning. Just like
She's
sack means
learning.
sacrifice. But yeah, any enter the battlefield conditions will work well with Depart the Realm.
Nice.
I don't know if there are many ETBs, but just in case.
Figure that bit out later.
Yeah, it's figuring that stuff out later. It was snowy, it's from Kaldheim. It's thematic! We love the theme. Because then it's also just a good instant to just be like, can you just fuck off? Because that's just return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand.
Yeah, boy. Alright, Reese, what you been building? You wanna crack a pack and tell us you got cool shit going on?
Well, I have a few things going on.
I didn't crack a pack. Whatever.
Yeah.
Did you not?
No.
No, you told me to.
Crack a pack then.
Cracking packs taking so long.
Okay, don't worry then. We'll save these for another day.
Yeah.
Yeah, or we just.
Or like after stream.
Yeah, you go to your thing. Me and Reese will stay here and just crack open magic cards.
I would really like to go home at some point
Okay,
tonight.
fine, whatever.
It was 50-50 as to whether I was coming today.
Yeah, all right.
I'm trapped. All right, there we go. I'm stealing the chair. All right, Beck, I'll give you your deck back.
Yeah, don't touch my deck.
That's my deck.
It's so girthy.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
There we go. All right, so as we all know, yes, including the ones that have just come in today, we are doing a little series here on... Oh, Jesus, hold on. We are doing a little series here on Nerds of the West where we got the starter commander decks. We did a few games with them.
Yep.
Which I fucking crushed everyone. So I don't care if I lose the upgrade. But like what we're doing is we're upgrading them and then...
Specifically upgrading them with enough money that They're equivalent to a normal precon.
Yeah. So a lot of the cards that I currently have all the cards, in fact, that I currently have in my hands are going in the deck. Most of them are pretty straightforward. So, some are just different lands. So Drownyard Temple, is one that I can just keep recurring. So if it goes into the graveyard, I can just pay to get it out. Takasia's Dig Site, I think that's how you pronounce it. That is a Surveil on a stick. I'm also playing Blue-Black Zombies. That is the deck.
That is the deck you've started with.
Yes. So I have a bunch of interesting zombie cards that I can use. Let me go to the top down. There we go. So some of my favorites, Noose Graph Mob. So it enters the battlefield with 5 1/1 counters. Whenever a player casts a spell, remove a 1/1 counter from Noose Graph Mob. If you do, put a black zombie creature token onto the battlefield.
Way too loud.
Are you good, Beck? Eating your prawn crackers.
Wow. Wow.
She walks in, I just shake my head.
Anyway, so Noose Graph Mob, really good to begin with, because in a normal deck, that would just make 5 zombies. But in a deck that can recur zombies from the graveyard, and it's a zombie itself, I can cast this from the graveyard and still get that recurring value.
Yeah,
so
it's not a cast trigger.
Yeah, so a lot of how I command decks make commander decks is I consider what the card can do in terms of, is it a one-off thing or is it something that I can keep recurring? So I've got some of that stuff. What else? I got a bunch of zombies.
Just good value zombies.
Just good value zombies, to me. It's just good value.
It's kind of where I went with my deck, was just so many of these dragons are shit. Let me replace them with good ones, but not too good because I don't have the budget and dragons are expensive.
Dread Return. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And it also has Flashback, which is sacrifice 3 creatures, which if I'm making a lot of zombies, should be fairly simple. Rooftop Storm. You may pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for zombie creature spells you cast.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Egon, God of Death. So this is an interesting card. So this is from Kaldheim. And it's actually one of the double-sided cards. So this is his normal side. So he's a 6/6 with Death Touch. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile 2 cards from your graveyard. If you can't, sacrifice Egon and draw a card. Now, the reason I got him was for his alternate side, which is Throne of Death. At the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card, and then 2 and black, tap, exile a creature card from your graveyard, draw a card. So I got...
For a 1-drop?
Yeah, for a 1-drop. That's a 1-drop. So the reason I want Throne of Death is because one of the things that I wanted to improve on in the deck was actually putting things into the graveyard. So a lot of the cards that I have are going to help increase the rate of what cards go in the graveyard, because the more cards that are in the graveyard, the more options I have to cast. So that's why I wanted to Egon. And then I had some other interesting cards as well. Mainly these 3 that I have placed in front of me. And these are, I like to throw in random bullshit cards, because the best part about Commander is playing a card and having people go, what the fuck is that? I've never seen it before. And then go, I hate that card. So the first one, and we're going to make proper videos about this, so I'm just giving you a bit of a preview. First one, Pedantic Learning. So for blue and blue...
I've never heard of that card.
What does it do?
Whenever a land card is put into your graveyard from your library, you may pay 1. If you do, draw a card.
I hate that.
Since I'm going to be milling a lot of cards, I'm going to be replacing a lot of cards if they're lands.
Very
because chances are I'm going to be milling some lands. The second interesting card that I've got, I think this one, Null Profusion. So for 4 black and black, skip your draw step. Already bad, right? Whenever you play a card, draw a card. Since I'm playing cards from my graveyard, that's cool. Your maximum hand size is 2.
What?
Yeah. So
What?
This is sort of this is probably going to do me in.
Oh, but you're going to be putting so many cards into the graveyard as well.
Yeah. So the idea is that I keep the important cards in my hand, which will probably be a murder and a counterspell. And then the rest are like, it's zombies in the bin, because I can still cast them anyway. And when I do cast them, I will get to draw a card. So
dumb.
This is basically completely change how you play. 100%.
Magic 7 cards? Pshaw.
Why would I play the meta when I can just break the game itself?
I am God.
I was looking at this card for my draw deck too. I don't know how it's going to go, and I reckon it is going to fuck me over something bad. But anyway, finally, this is a really interesting card, and I really hope this wins me a game. If I win a game off this, I'm going to be so happy. So it's called Dreams of the Dead. 3 and a blue. Now, there's a lot of writing, plus the card is very old. So just so I know I'm getting the right rules text, give me 2 seconds.
Just a few erratas.
Yeah, Dreams of the
They do
Dead.
that sometimes.
Look, it's not... What's the card that just has the most erratas?
Questing Beast.
Yeah, there's something. All right. Oh, it probably helps if I type MTG. There we go.
This isn't a real Magic card. It doesn't say Deckmaster on the back.
I want my money back. All right. So the rules text is: for 1 and a blue, return target white or black creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield. Now, I don't have any white cards in my deck because I'm not allowed to.
Yeah.
But most of the zombies, in fact, 90% of the zombies are black. This creature gains cumulative upkeep 2. I'll explain what that does in a sec. If this creature would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. So now, what cumulative upkeep is, at the beginning of its controller's upkeep, that player puts an age counter on it, then sacrifices it unless they pay its upkeep cost for each age counter on it. So basically, in my upkeep, I put an age counter on the permanent, and then I choose whether I want to pay. If I don't, sacrifice it. Then if I would sacrifice it, it's exiled. The reason this is in the deck is it's my final ace in the hole. If I need to pull a bunch of zombies out of the graveyard to get their enter the battlefield triggers, I can just pay 1 and a blue instead of paying their actual cost. So it would just be like 1 and a blue, zombie, 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 zombie. I also can activate that at instant speed.
That's very cool.
Yes.
That's very gross.
So there's some interesting cards. I don't know if they're going to work. My whole thing was like, I won the first 2 games. I'm just seeing how weird I can get with the deck.
Yeah.
So that is the zombie stuff that I'm working on. We're also keeping this under $40.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is not the same, I can say, for AC, which is going to become my second most expensive deck. So,
Titania.
yeah. So I have my Titania deck here, which is...
Oh, it's not Titania?
No. So Titania's over there, which is
Yeah.
my $1,000 deck. AC is straight out of the box. And what AC does is you may play an additional land each of your turns. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. This goes insane.
We had to shut him down early.
Yes. So basically, what I'm turning this deck into is turbo lands. So the idea is get AC out as quickly as possible. So I'm chucking in a lot of expensive mana rocks. I'm actually considering getting a mana crypt for this deck. Not just for this deck, but because I would like to own a mana crypt. But it's also a very expensive card because it's very fast. And then just drop lands, return lands to my hand, and drop them again. I'm going to be like Carl Baron with plates. If that's a 10%er. Drop them. Drop them. Whatever you do, don't drop them. Drop the plates. Sorry, that's only funny to me.
And Carl Baron, apparently.
It's a very funny bit. Trust me. one of the cards that I'm putting in here is Jeweled Lotus,
Nice.
which is already a $99 card.
Good lord.
Yeah.
He's already got that one though. He doesn't have to pay for it.
Yeah, I don't have to pay for that one.
Hooray!
It's the Mana Crypt that's going to cost me $250.
Jesus.
But once I have one, I don't need to buy one. So I'm losing money not buying the cards.
No.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm working on at the moment. And then I have Titania, which is
Good old Titania.
Good old Titania. I'm
Titania rules the
constantly
world.
making tweaks. Actually, pass me Titania. I'll show you the new cards.
I did.
Just chucked. Fuck off, bitch.
Oh.
And then I'll let Tom talk because
And then we'll wrap up.
Yeah.
And I'll go make loud noises and put cameras in people's faces while they're high.
doof 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 doof.
Oh, your sister's coming, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That would be nice to her.
Yeah, she is.
I'm going to be backstage. She's going to hang out with Callum all night.
Oh, all right.
Oh, oh.
If she wants to.
She's only allowed to go if she has someone to hang out with her.
Okay.
Because your brother-in-law's a control freak. No, he just makes sure his wife has someone to go with at an event. It's not crazy.
Things we probably shouldn't say on stream.
Yeah, fuck Fabian. I hate that guy.
Who's been in my deck? Oh, it's me. It's me. I've been the one. in my
Maybe
deck.
I've been in my deck.
I've been
these are
all
all
up in
wins.
Reese's dick.
Oh, good lord.
Get your hands off my deck.
All right, that's it. We're shutting down stream early.
I might pull that one out as well. I'm just using up all your time, Tom.
That's cool. I know what I'm showing off.
That's cool.
It's a disgusting deck for disgusting people.
So you.
That's
So, it's going to be so much fun. My decks just steal other people's creatures. That's the whole deck.
gross. All right, so the cards that I've added into Titania, I've taken some cards out. So we got Wave of Vitriol. I've actually added that back in. So it was originally in the deck and I took it out. But I have realized since taking it out, I do not have, this is the closest thing I have to a board wipe.
Yeah, okay.
So each player sacrifices all artifacts, enchantments, and non-basic lands he or she controls. For each land sacrificed this way, each controller may search his or her library for a basic land and put them onto the battlefield tapped. And then you shuffle your library. So basically, for those unfamiliar with Titania, the whole point of the deck is to... Oh, I have made a grave mistake.
She's on the bottom.
Yeah, she's on the bottom. There we go. She's always on the bottom. So the whole point of Titania, and this is the nice altar version that Chris got me for Christmas one year, that he painted himself. So when she enters the battlefield, return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And then whenever a land you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a 5/3 green elemental creature token onto the battlefield. So I blow up my lands and make 5/3 elementals. So while this gets rid of all artifacts and enchantments, which seem to be the most tricky things for me to deal with, it also gets rid of non-basic lands for everyone, including myself, which I have quite a lot of non-basic lands in here. So while I also get rid of everyone else's shit, I create 5/3 elementals. So the idea with this deck was whenever it says sacrifice a land, I added sacrifice a land, create a 5/3 elemental. So cool. Then I have Staff of Titania, which one is a really pretty card. I very much like it. So equipped creature gets +X/+X, where X is the number of forest you control. As it's a mono green deck, I have a lot of forests in here.
What?
Whenever a equipped creature attacks, create a 1/1 green forest dryad land creature token. Which to represent that, I have this foil dryad arbor, which is a $12 card in itself.
I have a look at those expensive cards with my greasy prawn crackery fingies.
Yes. Would you like to take them out of the sleeves?
Yes, I
Yes. So basically, it creates forest creatures, which will then also count as forests and
would. That's
lands.
very pretty, isn't it?
Yeah. They're nice cards. And then finally, it's not enough that I have Titania as the commander of the deck, but I also need to have Titania in the deck itself.
So they're not the same thing?
No. So even though they're technically the same character, they do not apply under the Legends rule because they are two different creatures.
Yeah, it used to work differently, but that's how it
That
works
was
now.
for Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which Titania is not a Planeswalker, so fuck you.
Oh!
So the Titania itself, probably not super strong in the deck, even though I do get some value for putting lands into the graveyard, which gives me life. But for flavor reasons, she's in here. And she's got this cool symbol up the top, which is the meld symbol. And what that means is she can meld with Argoth, Sanctum of Nature, which if you notice, Titania is the protector of Argoth on this card. And this is Argoth here. And what happens is you can meld them, and then...
He's touching it with his hands.
She turns into a giant...
She literally turns into the land.
She turns into a giant fucking... She turns into a big lady.
That's why you wanted this deck.
Look, I'm really horny. That is...
Calming Verse is a good enchantment board wipe for green. Also, Strata Scythe makes green commanders potentially one-hit KO.
Oh, interesting. I'll have to look into those cards. But for those wondering what Big Mummy Titania does...
Big Mommy Leafers.
She has Vigilance, Reach, Trample, Haste. Titania, Gaia Incarnate's Power and Toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control, which for a mono green deck should be a lot of lands. When Titania enters the battlefield, return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So make a whole lot of lands. Make her even bigger. And then for 3 and green, put 4 1/1 counters on target land you control. It becomes a 0/0 elemental creature with haste. It is still land. So she also makes lands into creatures.
So that's Exodia, is what you're saying?
Yeah. So there's a bunch of meld cards in Magic. But yeah, I was just like, this is a Titania deck. I need Titania.
You need more Titania in the Titania.
Yeah. Yo, I heard you like Titania in your Titania deck. So yeah, Beck, would you like to?
I would like to.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to push you out of your chair so I can talk about me stealing people's creatures before we wrap up for the evening. And then tomorrow, we're back. We're playing Ghost Castle. It's a reprint. It's going to be great.
I've been told we need to roleplay, apparently.
Okay.
We'll
get right into it.
Mice?
Yep.
Those are my cards. Yeah, sorry, I will move out of the way.
Should I just stay here or should I do the full swap?
Yeah, I'll do the full swap.
Full swap.
We'll keep it going.
I'm up, Beck.
All right. I'm being a bad person because
When
there's
are you not?
There's
no reason that you should have good creatures if I can't also have good creatures.
See, this is why I'm making my mono black. Hey, your deck sounds fun deck.
Yep. I am building Zayatora the Incinerator as a steal and fling / smash into your face deck. Zayatora is a 6/6 for 6. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, Zayatora deals that much damage to any target and you create 3 treasure tokens.
We're listening. Beck's just playing with my cards.
I'm being chaos. I'll fix it.
So yeah, I got Severus in there to sack other things.
Man's here.
I've got 2 Planeswalkers who basically can come into the field and steal stuff straight away. So I've got Angrath, whose neg-3 is gain control of target creature. Last count, there was about 20 different spells in my deck that could steal other people's creatures. Furbog Flutist is a personal favorite from Baldur's Gate. You gain control of a creature you don't control, and then it gets Myriad.
But
It's not a flutist, it's a flautist, and I'm offended.
no, it's flutist.
Fair.
I'm a blow on that flute.
Feldon of the Third Path is a way to make copies of my own creatures.
With both hands.
Because there's some fun stuff like Yargala Multani, who is an 18 power creature that I can sacrifice and deal 18 damage to someone's face.
The flavor text on that is so funny. It's just like...
Replied Yargala.
It's only flavor text.
Multani is like, hey, we're going to do some shit. And Yargle's like... I get
Zorn for more treasure tokens.
Oh, you got a Zorn, did you?
Yeah, I got a Zorn.
Yeah.
Can I have a Zorn?
No.
Torbrand to hit people in the face with more damage.
Torbrand.
This one I got from Beck, which I really appreciate her lending it out to me. Sacrifice any number of artifacts, enchantments, and or tokens. Return that many creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. I've made all these treasure tokens from you giving me creatures. Hey, look, all my creatures are back.
Yeah, Tom was like, can I buy this from you? And I'm like, you can, it's on perpetual loan until I want it back.
What the fuck, Richard?
And then a few doubling effects. So there's Unnatural Growth, one of the Praetors, and this one, whenever you attack, double target creature's power until end of turn. So I steal your creature, I make it really strong, and then I stack it and hit you in the face for even more. That's the whole deck. It's Jund. It's doing Jund things. I'll get value whenever I sacrifice things, and I'm going to have a great time.
You Jundhole.
Yeah. Emphasis on Tom's gonna have a great time.
I just need to put in a few other stuff that like increase red damage, and then it's like game over real quick. Anyway, we've talked enough Magic. We're going to bounce on out of here so people can play Baldur's Gate and sleep tonight. Well, some of us can sleep tonight.
I had no sleep last night. I actually had so little sleep last night, I threw up this morning.
Jesus. I had a little bit of sleep last night because I stayed late after the meeting to help set up the event because the stage manager came down with COVID.
Yeah, Tom messages, like, I messaged Tom at 10:30. I'm like, hey, you know you have a late night tomorrow night, right? And he didn't understand me. He thought that I was saying I had a late night tomorrow night. And he's like, oh, really? And I was like, you, dickhead.
Yeah. Like, Tom's like, I'm just getting on the tinnies, boys.
Oh! But hey, I got your sister a free ticket, so...
Hooray! Is it just my ticket?
No, I mean, it would have been your ticket if you wanted it.
So, yeah.
That's fine. I'm
I got your sister a free ticket because you didn't want a ticket.
We're going to be back tomorrow playing dumb little children's games and having a really good time doing it.
Ghost Castle!
It's a totally adult game.
It's Mousetrap.
Y'all.
Totally adult.
Alright.
And we're not back next Friday as well, that's what I'm saying. No magic next week, unless Reese decides otherwise.
Nah, I'm good.
Appreciate y'all. Have fun.
Bye-bye!